New tonight, Adnan Syed will not return to prison following a federal judge's decision to grant him time served after he spent more than 2 decades in prison for the murder of Hae Min Lee.
That's right. Syed was 17 at the time of the murder in 1999, and today the judge ruled he is no longer a threat to the public. Syed was also eligible for time served because of a state law allowing early release for anyone who served more than 20 years of a crime committed when they were under 18.
Yeah, attorneys for the Lee family say they recognize today's ruling, but they're still frustrated with how legal proceedings have played out over the past 3 years.
It's a terrible thing. What happened what the state did 2.5 years ago, reopening a terrible wound by the family and confusing the public about the truth of what happened here was really horrible.
Fox 45's Jeff Abel has a closer look at that ruling in reaction from prosecutors. Jeff, what are they saying?
Well, the state's attorney is calling it a just outcome. Adnan Syed remains a convicted killer tonight, but his time in prison is over. After 23 years in prison, convicted killer Adnan Syed learned the news today that his original life sentence had been reduced to time served. In a statement, his attorney wrote, Adnan is grateful that the judge agreed with his motion to reduce his sentence. He was a model candidate for a sentence reduction. Syed was convicted of murdering his former girlfriend, Hae Min Lee, some 25 years ago. Her parents had spent years ensuring justice was served.
The family understands the court's decision and respects it.
Attorney David Sanford, who represents the Lee family, had challenged Syed's request for a sentence reduction.
We've said all along that we've never been on a campaign to have Adnan Syed spend the rest of his life in jail. The question really was, did he meet the factors of the test? And we argued that Adnan Syed failed 7 out of the 11 factors, and therefore the judge should not grant the motion at this time.
But today's decision comes after a lengthy hearing last month where Syed's attorneys argued that he qualifies for a reduced sentence under the state's Juvenile Restoration Act. He was released from prison 2 years ago when former state's attorney Marilyn Mosby announced the discovery of new evidence, which she claimed pointed to Syed's innocence, and dismissed the case. But current state's attorney Ivan Bates reinstated the conviction last month, insisting the decision to dismiss it had been based on false and misleading information. Today, the judge decided Syed should not be returning to prison, writing, the court believes the defendant has proven through his institutional history and since his release that he is fit to live in society. This court finds that the defendant's return to prison would be unproductive and unfair. The victim's family wants Syed to finally accept responsibility.
There's really no clear path for Adnan Syed to claim innocence short of something new that comes up. But what we know now is what we believed all along, which was that there is nothing new here to be seen. Adnan Syed was convicted by overwhelming circumstantial and direct evidence.
Well, his prison time may be over, but Syed is expected to be placed on 5 years probation. The judge is expected to finalize the sentence in 2 weeks. We're live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.